Einstein once said that intelligence is creativity having fun. I love that. Because when you think about it, creativity isn't some mystical force that a lucky few are born with. It's a conversation between your curiosity and your courage. Every painting, invention, story, and solution began with one person asking, what if curiosity isn't a gift, but it's a process? Something we can understand and practice. Today I want to take you through the psychology of creativity, the frameworks, the science, and the stories of people who have mastered it. From Einstein's imagination experiments to Maya Angelou's rituals, from the neuroscience of flow to the simple habits that make your mind fertile for ideas. Let's unpack how creativity really works and how to unlock your own. This is the science of creativity and how to unlock your genius. In 1950s, a psychologist, J.P. Guilford, discovered something fascinating. The creative process moves through two different forms of thinking, divergent and convergent thinking. Divergent thinking is wild, open, and free. It's the brainstorming phase, when you let your mind wander without limits. Convergent thinking is the opposite, focused, logical, deliberate. One expands, the other refines. And the secret for creativity is switching between the two. Think about Einstein again. He used to imagine himself chasing a beam of light through space just to understand how light behaves. That was pure divergence, playful, fun, bold, and curious. But then he spent years meticulously testing those thoughts through math and logic. Pure convergence. Imagination, Einstein said, is more important than knowledge, because knowledge tells you what is. Imagination reveals what could be. Every creative breakthrough begins with this dance between chaos and clarity. In 1967, Edward de Bono challenged how we define intelligence. He introduced lateral thinking, the art of stepping outside the usual patterns of logic. Instead of going from A to B to C, lateral thinkers go from A to Z and somehow find their way back to C. Leonardo da Vinci was a master long before psychologists ever gave this a name. He once said, "Learn how to see, realize that everything connects to everything else." To Da Vinci, creativity wasn't about inventing something new. It was about seeing connections other people missed. He studied anatomy to paint portraits. He even dissected bodies to understand how the body worked. He studied the flow of water to design machines. And sometimes he would deliberately leave paintings unfinished because he believed his subconscious could keep working on them until the solution appeared. That's lateral thinking. In 1962, the psychologist Graham Wallace describes creativity as a rhythm. 4 stages that every creator cycles through. First one, preparation. Immerse yourself, study, observe, gather raw materials for your mind. Number 2, incubation. Step away, let your subconscious take over. Number 3, illumination, that sudden spark, that eureka moment. Number 4, verification, the hard part, testing, refining, and turning the idea into something real. That's why ideas often arrive in the shower, or while you're on a walk, or during a quiet moment. Your brain keeps weaving connections long after you stop consciously trying. So your subconscious is just always working on projects in the background. Steve Jobs once said, "Creativity is just connecting things." His calligraphy class in college had nothing to do with computers, but it inspired Apple's entire design philosophy. Clean, human, beautiful. That's the Wallace model in action. Preparation through curiosity, incubation through time, illumination through connection. The psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, he is famous for his work in physics, but also working on the theory of flow, the state of total immersion, where time dissolves and you become one with what you are doing. It's what athletes call the zone, and artists or musicians call the trance. Flow happens when your challenge perfectly matches your skill. You're stretched, but you're not overwhelmed. Picasso lived in that space. Every child, he said, is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once we grow up. To stay in flow, Picasso constantly reinvented his style, from realism to cubism, refusing to repeat himself even once, and even when the world adored his work. Flow isn't about perfection. It's about losing yourself in the process. When the ego disappears, creativity takes over. The question isn't how can I become more creative? It's what condition makes me forget to ask the question. Even the most brilliant minds use tools to get unstuck. Brainstorming, generate as many ideas as possible without judging any of them. Mind mapping, start with one idea, branch outward in every direction, and see more connections form. Forced association, combine unrelated things, coffee mug plus kangaroo, maybe a travel mug with a pouch. Strange, but that's the point. Benjamin Franklin did it socially. He created a group called the Junto, a circle of thinkers who meet weekly to exchange ideas and challenge one another's assumptions. Junto. Because creativity multiplies in conversation. It's not just about generating ideas, it's about sharing, colliding, refining. To succeed, Franklin said, jump as quickly at opportunities as you do at conclusions. Every idea, even a bad one, is an opportunity waiting to evolve. Habits that nurture creativity. Creativity isn't lightning, it's weather, built from the right conditions. Here's how to build them. Morning pages. Write 3 pages every day. Empty your thoughts. The mind clears, ideas surface. Next. Stay curious. Read something new. Visit somewhere unfamiliar. Learn something irrelevant. Da Vinci dissected cadavers to paint faces better. That's curiosity on another level. Mind wandering. Take walks. Do nothing. Boredom is the mind's compost. That's where seeds of insight grow. Mindfulness. Silence sharpens creativity. A calm mind hears ideas. Collaboration. Talk through your half-formed thoughts with others. It's how Franklin and Jobs thrived. Bouncing sparks off people they respected. Fail frequently. Don't wait for perfect, as Picasso said. Learn the rules like a pro so you can break them like an artist. Every failure trains your intuition. And remember what Maya Angelou said. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. She wrote in a bare hotel room, no distractions, just a notebook, a Bible, and her imagination. Because creativity doesn't need luxury, it needs presence. Every creative genius, Einstein, Da Vinci, Jobs, Picasso, Franklin, Angela, lived by a similar truth. Creativity thrives where curiosity and courage meet. Einstein's curiosity led him to chase beams of light in his imagination. Da Vinci's let him draw dissected bodies when the church forbid it. Picasso destroyed his own style to find something new. Franklin built communities of thinkers before networking existed. Angelou fought fear with art, writing stories that moved the world. They weren't superhuman, they were humans who kept asking what if and refused to stop. Iron rusts from disuse, Da Vinci warned. So too does inaction sap the vigor of the mind. Creativity isn't a lightning bolt. It's a muscle that atrophies when ignored and strengthens when used. Steve Jobs once said, "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that do." And maybe that's the real message here with creativity. Creativity isn't just about art and innovation. It's about courage. The courage to connect what others separate, to imagine what doesn't exist yet, to act on an idea even when nobody believes in it yet. The world in every age has been separated by people who dared to imagine differently. So imagine differently. Build habits that invite inspiration, protect your flow, keep your curiosity alive, because creativity isn't something you find, it's something you practice. If this helped you see creativity in a new light, leave a like and share with someone who is chasing their own ideas. The world is shaped by people who dare to imagine differently.